Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Sunless Sea. Where we left off last time, we had arrived at Frostfound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. We have a couple things we can do here, so one of them is to engage an officer, the tireless mechanic. This will give us another officer on our ship. The tireless mechanic has had enough of Frostfound. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. So glad to see a ship at last, ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy. Usually busy. So he will increase our veils and fuel efficiency, both of which are really good. Also, he only costs 20 echoes. Absolutely worth it, so we're going to pick him up. Welcome aboard. Spot a rust, soon see to that. You there, help me with the spot a rust. Appoint your new officer, but yeah, I already know that. So Frostfound. We can take tea with the squatters at the dock. We can ask the squatters about the castle. Or we can attempt to enter Frostfound, but we need more mirrors to do that, so eventually we will get to that. We'll create a port report first, because we're here and we might as well. Bickering amiably. Not all are Arimi or Whitehern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor. Now and then, a very cold, very sad rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. It's a tough sentence. Let's take tea with these squatters by the dock. Oh, we have extra things. What did we gain? Okay, we'll take a look at that in a sec here. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, a helpful Riddle Fisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Irem and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contests. She finished vaguely, the difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours, while tea is supplemented with Iremi liqueurs, pale Whitehern beer, and something the Riddle Fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the Riddle Fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here. We always feel bad for them. So we do need to get rid of one of the... fuel's cheaper, actually. You know what? We'll get rid of fuel. Fuel is cheaper to get. So I think, we're done here? Actually, let's check one more time. Nope, we can't enter Frostfound, so that is actually what we have to do here. So, where are we off to now? So we've gotten through Stoddard's Haven. We've explored Frostfound, a beautiful ice citadel. I guess we could head this way. See if we can find something. Unfortunately, no, we're trying to find that mountain, right? We're gonna go this way, I think. We really need to get rid of our it's the contraband that we have on our ship. Because we do have some souls just sitting in our hull. Not exactly ideal for when we have to deal with the authorities. They will not approve. And so we're just going to head away over here. We're at full health anyways, and we have 18 fuel and 19 supplies. So we are actually doing really well in terms of supplies and fuel. Our money is a little bit low. And actually, you know what we should do? Continue. Go and equip our officer. So Veils +8 and fuel efficiency +5. Kind of nice. A little bit of extra fuel efficiency never hurt anyone. And also Veils are good. They decrease the range at which enemies will spot us, so we can actually try and escape in time. They also increase our speed. So that's important as well. Now let's send out our Z-Bat. This is Void's approach. We still didn't get to Bright. We'll get there eventually. We'll go back for it, Bright. I forgot about that. Let's go a little bit north, I think. We're not going to go too far out this way. There are very dangerous things around, so there's always the chance that we'll run into something that we cannot beat and just die horribly, or cannot outrun, which is the other thing we can try and do. There's an island there. The Chapel of Light is some distance to the northeast. We might as well go to the Chapel of Light. there's a snowstorm coming in from the north. You can see there was some flakes of snow on the left there. Those are bad. They make your engine run less efficiently, and they slow down your ship. So the Chapel of Lights is a place to be, apparently. Oh, there's a thing, right. Mount Nomad is not what we want to encounter currently. We're gonna kind of just see if we can sneak around Mount Nomad. I do want to get to that port, but it looks like it's chasing us, which is not ideal. I'm gonna try and just go right around it. Mount Nomad is big and has 1,000 hit points. 1,000 hit points is a little bit out of our price range at the moment. We'll just jump into the Chapel of Lights here and be safe. Furtive, faithful, gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. So we can eat of the chapel's bounty, which we're not going to do, because we can lose a whole bunch of supplies doing so. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware. The isle is full of voices. We're going to gather intelligence first. What occurs here between the darkness and the light? That's our port report. A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you note the name of a ship or two. We're going to attend a service, because why not? The great bell tolls. The few and ragged faithful gather from St. Arthur's lesson. For St. Arthur's lesson. Bring your offerings. So we can spend 5 supplies to do this. Sorry, I had a sneeze hit me all of a sudden. Hopefully I managed to get my microphone up in time, but if I didn't, I apologize. I mean, we could. It's neat. Why not? Oh yes, the priest says, smiling. The drowned man hums tonight. His song, like fish roe, clouds the water. He waits for the congregation's assent. We will feel him in the harps of us, and if his tune is caught, it will be raised to the sky, where the bright birds pass. Here the congregation cry out like birds, and cries rattle away into the rafters. And the air hangs sultry, and the gods no longer frown. At the end of the service, you leave, your lips still wet, and your stomach filled with secrets. You grow rich on this diet, if you live. You could grow rich. We gain 10 terror. We have learned the lessons of the chapel. We also gained a menace, unaccountably peckish. We have the cannibal taint, which is not great. We also gained a secret, which is also good. So, we can attend more services, but we can also reject what we learned. But we can't yet. So we need more hearts, and we need a searing enigma. Let's leave. We got our port report. We're out of here. Let's leave this island behind, and we're gonna head south. We'll just duck around the giant island. I wonder if I can zoom in on it. No, I can't. So it just kind of wanders around on its own. It's Mount Nomad. I don't really know what it does. I've seen it before, but I haven't gotten far enough in the game to actually encounter the mountain itself, so I don't really know what it does. Never tried to attack it or anything like that. That's a storm, obviously. I mean, it's pretty self-evident as to what it is. It's a small maelstrom. And we're just going to head south. We're going to go south for a little bit, and then probably over... We're going to go south until we're sort of directly east of London, and then we'll head east. Hopefully we'll hit some things along the way. That's our ideal plan. We're trying to burn some of our fuel off still, which we still have tons of for some reason. That's a boat. What is it? Oh, it's a tram steamer. They are not our enemy. They don't care about us, and we don't care about them. Oh, this is a new island. I know this one. It's not really an island, really, so much as it is a boat. It's a very large boat. I think. This is what I'm thinking it is. Yes, it definitely is. Okay, good. I was like, did I mistake this thing? Oops. So these are the salt lions. There is a vast sorrow in their empty eyes. 2 basalt beasts, cathedral-sized, they frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot. Picking. There's a supply dock below. So we can do a couple of things. Let's do the port report first. Time, basalt, disillusion. Notes for the Admiralty. Record the activities of the Unmakers, such as they are. Rite of Stone and Silence. It's not a ship, it's like a weird island. I don't remember what it is exactly. Let's visit the Unmakers. Muscular pick wielders rest on camp stools, watching you approach, passing hip flasks around. An unctuous overseer beckons you to sit. We get funding from the bazaar. It's true, but Station 4? I wouldn't call it Station 4. It's a little grandiose. The stones are stuffed with secrets, but most of them are used as garden statuary or occult ballast. Most of them. Some go down to the places under the bazaar. More tea cakes. We gained a fragment, and we lost 5 terror. If we had more echoes, we could carry a Sphinx stone to London, but unfortunately we can't. We do not have the requisite number of echoes or hold spots. Now, aside from more hull points on bigger ships, one of the more important things they do offer is the ability to carry more things. Smaller ships can be good for other... Oh crap, what's that? That's a Western Angler crab. We could fight it. Ideally, I would not like to fight it if we can just avoid it. Oh, it's a pirate ship over there too, isn't it? Oops, I just clipped the thing. There's a pirate frigate. We are caught between a pirate frigate and a crab. I'll take the pirate frigate over the crab, to be honest. At least we can take down the pirate frigate, probably. Now we just have to be careful. We need to close this distance really quickly. We're not closing it fast enough. We're gonna get shot at least once. Oh, well, we'll take our first shot. Oh, we didn't get first shot. Nice! That means we can probably not get shot if we're careful. Ooh. Gun in range again. Whoops, wrong way. Let's bring it back into the light. Again, if you don't remember why we want the light on it, the light lets us aim, get a firing solution faster. This strategy, by the way, doesn't work infinitely. There are ships with guns on the backs and sides that will be able to fire at us, even with us sitting in their quote-unquote blind spot. We're going to loot and scuttle it. We gain supplies and fuel, and there is 3 more supplies, which means we have too many supplies again. Oh no, we're only at 35. Okay, that's not so bad. We've used some of this journey. Let's see if we can't go down a little further south. I'm kind of hoping to find this contraband island because we really need to get rid of that stuff before we hit London. I didn't want to bring it with us. Just further east. We do have a lot of fuel. We probably could still do that. What's our time looking like? We're at 13 minutes already, though. Oh, what's this island? Maybe this is the island I'm looking for. No, I think it's too small. There are no islands within this range, aside from the ones that are clearly in our line of sight. We will go until we find our next docking area, but then we'll call it. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't find that one thing. Oh, there's another pirate frigate down there, but we're going to leave it alone for now. We have no real need to fight it. I guess we can stop in and see what this ship is. I think it's a fuel ship, if I'm not mistaken. I think they just sell fuel. Light ship. It's bright. It's clear, bright beam warms the way. Oh, we can speak to the crew. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z terrors recedes. We got a story from that. We should be hitting another thing soon. They generally line up with these things. To some extent, anyways. We need a better Z-Bat. I think ours is broken. Can't find anything. Well, we are just east of London now, so I guess it's time to turn and head that way. We don't want to go there, in all honesty, we don't. We really don't want to go there with contraband, so we're gonna actually head back up north. I'll do that between videos, though, so you guys don't have to wait for me to slowly crawl my way across the Z. I'll only stop, or I'll only restart the video if something really cool happens during the time of this little journey, this little sojourn. Otherwise, I will just restart the video once we find either the island we're looking for or another cool port where we have more story stuff to do. So, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Take care.